Hello friends! We're gonna be reviewing a tarot deck today, and we're gonna be reviewing Midnight Magic, a tarot deck of mushrooms by Sarah Richards. So this deck is really cool. If you know your mushrooms, then this is probably even cooler. I don't know anything about mushrooms, but I enjoyed like learning a little bit and seeing the pictures. The artwork is really exciting. So it's a pull top box, and it's got a cricket and a salamander and a spider, some ladybugs, and the cards pop out. The back of the card is cool too. Got like the little mushrooms, and then it's all kind of it's a dark theme within like the painting, which I kind of like. It's kind of cool. It works well for our spooky season. Happy Halloween soon, by the way. The card's a little stiff, but it's nice. It's not, but it's definitely not like a super bendy. So it's a little on the thicker side. It's not completely matte, but it's not super glary either. It just a little bit of shine. And they are, for me and my small hands, they are a little big, right? You can see, so they're a little bigger than your like typical tarot size cards. They're more like an oracle card, which kind of makes sense. People might use these more for like magic or altars or manifestation or something rather than tarot readings. But yeah, they're a little big, which then of course makes it a little bit hard for me to shuffle. So I'll show you some of the beautiful I mean, look at that. Isn't that really beautiful? And so it has the name of the mushroom, and then it has what the card is. It has the scientific name of the mushroom down here, and then it has like the common name listed as well. So this is the fluted bird's nest fungus, and the scientific name is Cyathus striatus. I'm not sure if I said that right. And it's the Ace of Cups. And all the cards are like that. Ooh, we've got the glowing one. But I think they're just really beautiful cards, and I think it's super cool that they're mushrooms. I read that Entangled Life book. It was amazing. Highly recommend. It was mind-blowing, really. And I like that they include the common name and the scientific name. So if you want to like look it up and learn more about the mushroom, you can. Ew, oh, it's one of those zombie ones where it takes over the ant. Eek. So beautiful. Okay, all right, so got a little taste of what it looks like there. And so the guidebook, it's a little bit on the small side since it all fits inside the box, at least for me. I kind of like bigger guidebooks, but everybody's different. And so it is color though, which is nice, and it has a picture, you know, a full page picture of the card, which I also enjoy. And so the pattern is, for the major arcana, it's the full picture and then the description. They're all like set up in that way. And the minor arcana is a smaller picture, so everything's all on one page. So the major arcana is 2 pages, the photo and the description, and the minor arcana is just 1 page with the photo and the description all on the same page. So at the beginning, they talk a little bit about mushrooms. I have a little disclaimer about, you know, be careful, don't eat wild mushrooms unless you're 100% sure you know that they're safe. And then it has some spreads. So there's some basic spreads listed, pretty basic ones, and then it goes into the major arcana, and it has, I'll let you see some of the guidebook. That's the Fool, Chicken of the Woods. And so it has the description, and then it has an upright with some keywords, and then a reversed with some keywords, so that you can look up reversed or upright. And then it'll go into the minor arcana, And it gives a brief description of each element of fire, water, air, earth, and then it has the cards. And then, like I said, these ones are all on one page now, so the picture is smaller. But it still has the same thing, is that it has a description, upright with keywords, and then reversed with some keywords. And then it even has some like blank pages for notes in the back. I don't know if that's notes on mushrooms or on the tarot cards, but either way, I guess you could do it. So let's pull a card and read the description so you get a feel for it. Oopsies. We'll do this one. We got the 10 of Swords. Whoa, look at that. Oh my gosh. That looks intense. It's the Anemone Stinkhorn, Aceroruba. Okay, let's look it up in the guidebook. And there is a table of contents, but it just lists major arcana, minor arcana. It doesn't list it out by each card, but that's okay. If you know tarot, then it's not that hard to find what you're looking for. All right, 10 of Swords. Okay. The 10 of Swords announces that what seems like a chaotic explosion might only be a natural transitional event. The reproductive phase of the Anemone Stinkhorn looks and smells like a struggle has ended violently, but there's poignant peace within the dramatic scene. Okay, all right. It definitely looked dramatic. Upright. Painful endings, lessons, crisis. An arrangement is ending painfully, maybe even inevitably, but there will be rest following this trial. Appreciate the lessons you've learned from this hard time instead of focusing on the crisis itself. Reversed. Through the storm, rejuvenation, relapse. You've made it through a personal storm. Emotions and internal mental chatter may run high during the de-escalation period, having been triggered by this change of mood. Rejuvenation is key to avoid relapse. All right. So the only thing I'd say is that this might not be, I mean, if you love mushrooms and you're called to this deck, get it. But in terms of a beginner, I would say, like, if you don't know mushrooms, which I don't, right? Like, I only know what these cards mean because I already know the tarot, right? Like, I know what the Three of Swords is without even having to see a picture. But if you were, like, relying on the photos, I don't really feel necessarily like you would be able to maybe guess the meaning. Like some of them, yes, like this one was a good example. I mean, you could just look at it and be like, whoa, that's chaos. What the heck is happening there? But like this one with the Five of Swords, like I don't know if I would be able to know what this card means just by the picture, right? So that would be my only thing that I would say is if you don't already know the tarot cards, it might be a little harder to do readings based on just looking at the pictures only, unless you are very familiar with mushrooms, and then in that case maybe you would. All right, I hope this was helpful. I just want to let you know that for the rest of 2024, so for the holiday season, I'll be doing private readings by donation only. You can go to my website, tarotforgood.com, or send me an email at tarotforgood@gmail.com. Thank you. Bye.